Hello.
Hi,
Barry, how are you?
I'm alright.
I'm going to try one of these days to get to get used to giving the right links out. We'll get there.
Yeah, eventually. I know the feeling. When you're trying to get it right for, a couple of times.
I've kind of followed the instructions. So that's 3 separate links I've given out. But anyway, if it doesn't get on, I just copy the link we're actually on, and then off we go. So hey ho.
That's the one.
How are you? Have you had a good week?
So. It's been
So.
really, yeah, it's been bit sketchy this week, to say the least.
Okay.
I've had, my dad was taken into hospital. When he came out, and he won well. He was sort of all the weekend he won well, so I've been sort of half carrying him about. And he went. The doctor sent him in yesterday. They did find something, but he hasn't said what it is. He can't remember what it is they found, but they found something. So hopefully they'll be able to deal with it a little better, because he was losing his breath. Couldn't walk very far. I mean, he's had that for a while, but he couldn't even walk to the toilet without sort of completely gasping and then near enough falling over. Every time he gets up, his blood pressure drops.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Goodness me.
you know, it happens all the time.
Well, hopefully he gets better soon.
Well, I don't think he'll ever get better, but he can be better than what he is. I think if they can sort something out for him to make him better than what he is, and so he's more comfortable. That's what the best we can hope for. But,
well, okay. Well, and Abin, hello there. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Yeah, terrific. Thank you very much. I'm just on the phone to a guy, my consulting during the day. I basically was on on Skype to a guy in San Diego. It's bright sunshine there, and of course it's not very nice weather here in Perth in Scotland. So there you go.
no, it's not been too nice here either. It's
Well,
cloudy again. It's actually, it wasn't so bad earlier on. A bit of sun came out, and then it started raining again. So.
Well, fingers crossed. So, listen, I wanted to cover a couple of things. Barry, you've obviously listened to. I'll ask you a question. The Focus for Daily Habits, was that something that Gavin ran over before?
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
But it's something that I'm trying to schedule myself back in properly and get back on as I should be.
Okay.
So like I said, I've sort of had a very sketchy week. I've been sort of,
yeah,
and then so a few challenging little things, and there's been a lot on with the church choir and everything else going on. So.
Okay. Well, listen, Abin, you're about to move into Module 5, aren't you?
Sorry?
You're about to go into Module 5, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm in the process of finishing module 4.
Cool. Okay. Well, I kind of, for various reasons, skipped Module 4 and gone into Module 5, so I'm kind of coming back to front, so we'll compare notes next week. Guys, could you just grab a piece of paper and draw a big square, and then turn it into 4 squares by putting a line down the middle and then a line across the middle? The reason I'm going to share this with you is because it really impacted me this week. There's so much going on in my life that it just seems the weeks were merging into each other. And
say that again. What do you want? Like a square cut into 4?
A square. So if you got a square, and then halfway along the top line, just draw a line north to south, and then draw a line east to west halfway up the side. So you basically got 4 equal squares, all right? Now this is me simplifying what Gavin actually taught, but it was such an impact on me. I literally, whenever it was, two days ago, I was in the morning, I was just going, oh my God, there's so much stuff going on, and I was reflecting on how little was getting done because I was trying to do too much with too many things. Yeah. And that's my dog. Hello, Max. Goodbye. And basically, then I got 40 minutes and I listened to the audio and I just went, my goodness, that's just like, where did that answer come from? And the simplicity of what I'm going to share with you is really phenomenal. Now, there's more obviously in the audio, and you'll probably have it in the old version as well, and it might be useful moving forward, but it's about the compound effect over time and not trying to do everything at once. Yeah. So in the top left-hand box, can you write daily content creation? In the top right-hand box, can you write communicate with your tribe or group? Bottom left, develop sales of your coaching program or sales letter. And bottom right, tell people about your solution, what you've got to help them. Okay, so basically this is a Monday to Friday. So as Gavin says, if you've got 2 hours to put into your business, spend 30 minutes on each of these activities. If you've got 8 hours to put into your business, spend 2 hours on each of these activities, but do it every day, Monday to Friday. It's obviously his spin on it is far better, and he spends 40 minutes doing it. This is just short and sharp to give you some guidance. And the daily content creation is, it can be videos, it can be a blog post, it can be whatever it is, doesn't matter. But it's content creation. And if you've got 2 hours, spend 30 minutes, set a timer, and all you do in 30 minutes is you just get whatever it is done. And it can be podcasts. And the thing is, you can double dip it. You can get a video, and then you can create audio and all sorts of things moving forward. But focus on areas that you can teach people. So, for example, Barry, siloing. Wow, how cool is that? A blog post, a podcast, or whatever it might be. But 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day, if you're spending 2 hours, do that.
Yeah, well, in my case, what I'd be doing instead of developing a sales letter first, I'd spend some time completing this course, and then develop that. Yeah, complete this course that I got, then develop. So complete the product, complete the product, then do the sales letter, because the sales letter will follow.
Well, the advice I'm getting is not to do that. It's to create it on the way through based on what you learn. So it's invest and learn and teach. And it may not be the sales letter, for example, but whenever you're doing part of the content, take it and put it out to the masses. So if you learn something today, if you spent an hour on a module or something, learn from it and then push it out through content. A short snippet.
No. This is going to be a saleable product. So it'll be little snippets coming from here and there. So this is the way we did it in the original one. It's
excellent.
It's very similar, but he was talking about if you're going to develop your own products, then you need to sort of you mix it up. Your content creation is still going to be about the daily content creation is to share your value out.
Yeah.
Give your value out to the marketplace so that people can do it. Then communicate with group. Well, I ain't got a group, so at the moment, in that sense, I have got a group, but I haven't. They're not mine, but they're people I do communicate with.
Well, what I would do on that basis is I would start a Facebook fan page anyway, and just put the content on the page. The group.
Yeah, I've got the fan page, and I've got there's things beginning to happen at last. And it's so that's been a good thing, and things are beginning to happen. So it's just a question of getting this communication, moving that forward. So that is coming into play. Develop the sales letter I've already got a sales letter for coaching anyway. So I've got a coaching program and a sales letter and everything for that. So I know how to do the sales letter. I just want to finish this course and bring it into play, so the sales letter would then show people towards this course. Good. And then of course then the solution is all part of the whole thing.
Cool. And Abin, what about yourself in terms of things that you're studying at the moment? Is there anything particularly you're studying, even just taking out from the AMA course, for example? Is there anything you could put out on a blog post, put out on a Facebook page, create a video? Is there anything you can do?
I didn't even think about that. What you just said, where you take bits from the course and put it as a content. You started giving me ideas, so I'm going to start doing that.
Okay.
In terms of content that I put out, I've got a fan page. I post on there 3 to 4 times a day. So I give information about a blogging article, a Facebook article, and I also give my tips of the day. So every day I put out a tip a day regarding either blogging or something that will help people move forward.
Excellent. Well, if you take those 4 components and you spend whatever time it is, but you do it religiously every single day, whether it be half an hour, and I know you're obviously working full time, so you've got like an 8-hour job, if you like. But even if you split it into 4 hours and did an hour in each segment, and you put out, what's basically being said, and Barry will concur with this, is by the end of 30 days, you've surprised yourself at the amount of content that's going out. So
yeah, I did a 90 full days of blog post with a video, because I was on both. I was on a blog chat. I was on a blog post challenge and a video challenge.
Excellent.
And that's so I all of a sudden I ended up like from like 12 YouTube videos up to 173 by the time I finished the challenge.
Fantastic.
Because I was just, it was just flowing. Everything was flowing, and everything seems to have stopped at the moment. But this is the thing, getting my focus back into creating more content and getting this content stuff rolling again. So because I've sort of been,
something to help you. Something to help you, which again made sense to me, and I've seen it through Ryan Dice and various people as well, is to create a list of 20 pieces of content that you can create right out the list, so your mind gets focused, and then all you're doing is you're ticking it off, and that's something I need to do as well. So
but the thing is, I'm doing so many different things because of the SEO and all that sort of stuff. I've got so many different niches I'm working on, and I've done a lot of the development, so I have found, but I've got a whole system together for that now. So this is going to be important.
Well, choose one area, Barry, for this month, and then do another area next month, and another area the month after that. So get really, really tight in one area, and then move forward, just so people get value. And ultimately, it's about becoming the go-to person in one specific niche, and once you've got people interested in you and your authority, then moving into another niche, they will follow you anyway. So there'll be no problem.
There's one thing I've got to do for a client. I've got to do IFTTT. That's right. If this, then that. IFTTT. That's right. I've got to set her stuff up. She didn't send me a login till the end of last month, so and I've got to send her another invoice now. So I didn't do anything for her last month, so I've got to do 2 lots this month. I've got to do twice as much this month, but I've got to set all that all up for her and do all that. And once I've done that, that's automatic. That goes automatically. So once I know how to, once I get into that, that's another thing I'll be able to do for people who don't want to do it or don't know how to do it, is set up the IFTTT for blogs and for their stuff, and maybe do some tutorials on that as well. So I'm going through on that. This is, so my whole thing's building up, and that's where I'm coming from. And it is all about, that's using social media, but it's still all about SEO. Still all about the same. It's just different areas of SEO. It's different, like I said about last week, it's the niche within the niche.
Good, excellent.
It's all the same thing.
And Abin, what about yourself? In terms of moving forward and becoming the go-to individual, just as Barry is, what about yourself?
So I was focusing on blogging here, but I understand that's the question I came up when I was going forward was, I'm focused on the blogging niche, but I don't know what within the blogging I should focus on. So because become a niche of the niche. So that's I'm a bit confused about where should I put my focus on? Because I want to focus on blogging, but I don't know what area should I focus on.
What is your target market, Aveen?
The make money area.
Right, that's what you focus on.
Okay.
And if you have a specific target, that's your main focus. If you have something that goes off it, that's what I was talking about, the silos, where you have something that is still attached to it, so you can make up slightly different areas. And as you grow and you've got used to that, and you know everything about the one section, then you can move on to the next one and move on to the next one, and that's how you build your blog. You build it up in sections, basically. But when you have the blog post, if I can let you, well, I'll probably let you have this thing now, because I don't see it anywhere. They're not selling it anymore. So I mean, I've got this this license-free plugin. Just don't tell anybody I've given it you. And use that on the blog. They won't know any different. And then what that will do, you'll be able to set your blog post out, and you'll be able to set it out and put it into that specific silo. So it'll still be part of it. I gotta know how to do that myself, and I write the ones but I can pick them up from anywhere else. I can pick them up from an RSS feed to stick them in it, but how to do it on my own, because I've not used it for that. So, but that's something that I want to do, and then I'll be doing a video on that to show you all how to do the siloing. And this is automatic, but I'll just do everything. I'll go through it, everything that needs to go through. I got this Video Motion Pro, which is very similar to Camtasia, but I think it's better in some ways. It's far more user friendly for us, and so easy to do. I'll be making more on that, so it'll be pretty cool.
Cool, excellent. Well, that's very useful. Does that help, Abin?
Yeah, that does. Thank you.
Okay, I think also when you're in the making money niche or whatever it is, basically you get your demographics. Is it making money for males, making money for females?
Yeah.
What age group are they? You know, are you aiming at people your age? Are you aiming people at my age, or somebody in between like Barry? Basically, who are you aiming at? Choose that marketplace. There's a lot of people who have work experience, and they get to their kind of 40s and they just go, what the heck is going on? I hate my job. Everything's rubbish. I want change. You also get people who've got young families, who just got young families. They go, oh my goodness gracious me, how am I going to afford the Pampers? How am I going to afford this, that, the next thing? So choose an area that you're passionate about. You have to have the passion for it. That's the key. Barry, you'd agree with that, yeah?
Oh, yeah, so most certainly. And I mean, your tips, the tips you bring out are superb. Expand on those. Put them on your blog. I mean, I mean, Dave, if you haven't seen his daily tips on his fan page, come on his fan page and see his daily tips, because I'll tell you what, they'll blow you away, most of them. I know it's very cool, but it is very easy. A lot of it's very easy, and it's things that many people think about, but Abin's written it down, and he's put it down in front of everybody. This is a tip. Yes, everybody knows, but it's the sort of thing you can put into a blog post as well. It's your daily tip. You can stick it into a blog post. You can expand on it. You can do a video on it. Yeah. This is where you grow. What you've done, you've planted the seed. The seed has started to germinate. What you haven't done is to give it the fertilizer to grow out and have different branches.
Yeah.
So what you then have, you have the seed, which is your tip, which grows, germinates out, and each branch is your blog, a video, and each thing, and it just grows, and that, you know, you've got different people then from who are watching video, people who want to go to blog posts, people who won't go to Facebook, they might go to Twitter, they may go to Instagram. If you can work out somehow to put, you know, to have an image with a little tip on everything, which is just a small price of what you say, to get more people from different places following you, so that then all of a sudden they'll start going to your one place, which is your blog. Then when they start to follow you on your blog and things like that, you've got it made. That's where the traffic will come from.
Okay.
If you don't do SEO, that's the other way to do it. But you know, it's all social proof, and you've got these great tips, so expand on them. Give them a different branch. Give them somewhere else to go. Get your blog post out there, put some images with it, and then I can show you how to link it all through. So as you start linking between pages and linking off to your offers and things like that, and make it relevant to what you've got to offer people. I mean, Networking Superstars is brilliant. You've got a tip there. You can show people in this particular program, this is what we do. That's what you can do on your blog. You can make it specific and keep it that way.
Great idea. Great idea. And I think if you're confident on video, fabulous. If you're not confident on video, just do a voiceover with a PowerPoint or whatever your slide is, and just put it out there. I mean, how many tips have you created so far?
I believe at least nearly. I've been doing this since December. I've been consistent for the last 3 months, so at least nearly 100 is out there on my fan page.
Sounds like 100 videos, Barry, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. I think there's a lot of content. You may double up on. You may double a couple of them up, but I would say you've got at least 50 blog posts from which you can do 50 videos. Okay. And as Dave says, you can. I mean, if you got into and you use this Video Motion Pro, for instance, or like you said, or like Dave was saying, start off with something like a presentation, was it PowerPoint presentation video. You can make things move, you can make it come in, you can do all sorts of things. Of course, they got this Explaindio 2 is coming out very soon as well. There's lots of these tools that are around that you can actually make these things, and it'll write out the thing and you can talk over it as well. So you can actually speak over what it is. So there's lots of ways you can be able to do it. If you don't want to put yourself on the video, you make it all out and then you speak over it after. And it's not hard to do. If you get used to, if you want to go in front of the camera and you get used to it, brilliant. Just do it. I do it on my phone. I got a little tripod thing. I stick the phone on a tripod, and I just go around and then I edit it. I just cut off the bits that I don't need. Cut off the start, cut off the end, where I'm sort of moving around, and then just do the video. And it's simple.
Well, I think it's terrific, and basically, I think that's great advice there. So, do you feel quite confident about that, Abin?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. That'll be terrific.
Ideas going on, yeah. Fantastic.
Well, I think Module 5 is really going to help you when you go in and listen to it. It really, you've just had a bit of a taste from what we've been talking about to help you go. But I think it's so valid. I mean, I was thinking about how could I do 4 things, and also in my consultancy as well, do the 4 things every single day instead of doing a bit of this and a bit of that and getting dragged onto different things. And real simple, it's just you have a book in front of you, a diary, and you just cross off what you've got to do. Or in Monday to Friday, you take the first category, you're going to do write 5 points, and then you do it till it's done on each of the 5 points on each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you just keep working through it. So I'm really taken by it, and it's so simplistic. It's brilliant.
And when you come to your consultancy, Dave, as well, it's surprising what you can do to bring in those people, and you can talk about your solution if it pops up. You've got other things in there that you can use in your consultation. So I mean, when you start using that, you're going to be using it as a matter of course.
Absolutely. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Barry, you were going to come back with regard to silos, and have you got anything? Do you have anything, even some documents or anything, or resources you could refer us to allow us to understand?
No, that's why I'm going to do this video. There's lots of the only way that I can get anything is to everything that I have access to is paid for.
Okay.
So I do push the boat out a little bit because with certain things, but I don't think I can share it too much. But I will do a video myself.
Good man.
And I'll get the things together, and I will put it together. As I said, things have been rather sketchy this week, and I've not been able to do it. But
well, that's okay. Basically, one of the modules we've got is put a blog together in 30 minutes. So we're kind of at the right stage to appreciate your skill set. So anything you can do to help us would be great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's basically about. The first thing you need to know is your target. Once you know your target, and this is what Ray Higdon teaches, once you know your target, then all you have to do is write to them.
Yep.
And like I said, with Abin, he's got the tips there, and they are relevant to the people. So he's got that basis to be able to write to people. Now, when I write, I tend to focus on mindset because it was a big thing for me. It took me a long time to really get into it, but then when I realized the difference it was making, I couldn't help but write about it, and I just couldn't help but put it all down and say, well, if you're not in this frame of mind, you're not gonna. It doesn't matter what you do, it's not gonna happen. So It doesn't matter what business you're in. If you're not in the right frame of mind, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, and you don't have any passion for it, you're not going to move forward.
Never. Correct.
And that's what happened with me. I was 30 years an electrician, and I was more or less, although I worked hard to be the best I could be, and I did go to courses. I mean, had I had the passion for that as I got for this, that business probably would have been several million a year by now.
Booming.
With me, not with the guy it's with, making several million.
Yeah.
Because I know that, but he's he loves doing that. My father loved doing it. He absolutely loved doing the electrical work and things like that. And it sort of, it picked me rather than me picking it. And I always wanted to do music, and I couldn't. He wouldn't let me go back in. I failed the two. I made a mistake with the A levels I picked. I got my music without any hassle, and I got accepted to go to Cardiff Music College, but I didn't get the other. I needed two A levels, and I didn't get the two. I only got the one. So I ended up then. He said, "Oh, go to college and do it." So I went to college, and I just didn't do it. I ended up doing other things, and so.
There you go.
It was
And
just
you are where you are
what it
today,
was.
which is cool.
And that's it's lessons you learn, and the lessons that I learned was you don't give up on your dream, and I did,
Very true.
and for so long I just sort of wangled on what am I doing, I kept on in a job I hated, and I didn't have the right mindset. I was angry with everybody, I was angry with myself, everything sucked, everything was bad. I didn't have anything, and then when somebody opened my eyes to that, and I just can't help but write about it because it just comes straight from me. It's the way I am. It's, I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos or anything. There's one on my fan page that it says "What if?" Because a lot, what people say, "What if they can?" What if I can't? You say, well, don't say "What if I can't?" What if you can? Because there's always an opposite, and everyone says, "What if I can't?" What if it's going to cost me too much money? What if it's no? What if it's easy? What if you can? What if it costs you £100, but you earn 10,000 from it? What if works both ways? And everyone sort of went, wow, and it just boom, just comes straight out of me, and that's the sort of thing. And it's simple things that. Years ago, that's the sort of thing I would say. Well, what if I fail? What if this happens? What if that happens? So I wouldn't do it.
Absolutely.
And,
Well, talking of what if, Abin,
Yes.
this coming week, what are your objectives? What's your main objective this coming week?
Go through finish off module 4 and 5,
Okay.
and also what Barry said about my tips. Start thinking and try to expand on them and create blog posts out of those.
just write, Abin. Literally, just
Yeah.
start writing. Even if you type it on an old pad or got a pen in your hand, just write. And then you before you know it, you'll have 800 word blog post. You may just read it through and edit it, but before you know it, that's what you'll have. Because this comes.
Yeah.
I mean. Some of those tips you got with all the things on it, they're a blog post in themselves.
And I would also encourage you to do just even if it's one tip is on a PowerPoint, and you do a voiceover, and it's like 1 minute 30 or 2 minutes, and you just go straight in and you just get the video out there and put it into Never Never Land. Just have fun with it. So I would encourage you to do that. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Good man. Good man. Barry, what's your major objective for this coming week, the next 7 days?
I literally get through this thing. I've got stuff to do for a client, so I want to get that done because that's another means of. So yeah, I'm making a list, and the list is coming from what I'm doing, and then I'll have a list of to-dos, and that's gonna make this daily task, these 4 things, so much easier, because that's where my content's going to come from, what I'm doing.
Okay, so what's your major outcome for this week? If there was one thing you're going to complete in the next 7 days.
Well, basically that's it. It's set the foundation for the ongoing thing. That's where it got to go, because I literally got to wind things in and start from that point. I've got so many things running through my head. I've got to sit down, put it together, and then settle down. Put last week behind me. It's gone. Can't do anything about what happened last week. Can't do anything that happened yesterday or today. It's now is there. Write things, get things there, put it in, tick it off as I do it, and then I'll deal with the things one at a time. But what's going to be happening is going to be this new stuff is going to be coming out and then from what I do, I'll be able to finish the product, push this. So it's all a work in progress. I'm on a work in progress, and each task is going to come to an end. So it's basically organise myself and get this together, and we'll see where I progress to by next week.
Cool, excellent. Well, guys, that's us. We're on 35 minutes because there's only 3 of us on. I'm just going to suggest that we close down the Hangout and let's catch up next week. If you want to catch up on Messenger or anything, or phone or whatever, you've got my details.
Yeah.
And Barry, I look forward to seeing that video.
Yeah, I'm going to go through that. What was it, Gallup thing? I haven't done that yet.
Gallup Strengths Finder, please do that.
No, I'm going to do that because that is definitely on my to-do list, and I think that's close to the top now. So it'll be maybe even do that tomorrow. So
20 minutes. 20 minutes is all you need, and then I'll happily guide you through it.
Yeah, and then I'll do a call on that. So expect a call from me this week.
Look forward to it. And Abin, yourself as well, the Gallup Strength Centre.
Yep, I still need to do that as well. So I'll fill that, and then we'll definitely.
Remember to go for the $9.99, not the $99. Okay, you just the top 5 is all you want, so you can be focused on your top 5 strengths, and then I'll guide you through the rest, and you'll learn how to manage yourself, all that kind of stuff. So, has today been useful for you both?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, it gives me the opportunity to get lots of things up, because I pick, from what I say, I pick things up as well, and I pick up what you say, and it just gives me more. So yeah,
awesome.
Really, yeah.
So Barry, what would be, if there was one golden nugget that you'd take away with you from our hangout today? What would that be? Abin's tips.
Now I know he's going to make it. He's going to make those work, and show the world.
Cool. And Abin, if there was one tip, one learning point that you got from today, what would that be?
I'll be using my tips to create blog posts out of them.
Awesome. Hey, get to it. Keep me posted. Keep us all posted on just on the message group as well, and just let us know how you're getting on. And please, both of you, could you message me with your fan pages as well?
Sure.
Because I am so dumb when it comes to that, so I just need to learn. All right, I'll look forward to following you.
Okay.
Take care. Awesome. You guys are amazing. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.